It was supposed to be a happy evening. My girlfriend, Clara, had invited me to her friend's birthday party, a casual gathering, just a few close friends, drinks, and laughter. I had spent hours getting ready, picking out a nice outfit, combing my hair, and psyching myself up. I wanted to be presentable, confident, and enjoy the night with her. But as soon as we arrived, I sensed something off. The small apartment was crowded, people chatting in clusters. Clara seemed excited, but every time she laughed, I noticed her glances at me weren't warm. We mingled for a while. I tried to join the conversations, laugh at the jokes, compliment the host. And then, in the middle of a discussion about health and fitness, she turned to me. "You know," she said loudly, drawing attention from everyone nearby, "you really should consider, maybe hitting the gym more. I mean, your body isn't exactly what most people would call ideal." The room went silent for a moment. Eyes shifted toward me. Laughter bubbled from some corners, awkward and unsure. My face felt hot. My chest tightened. I froze. The words stung more than I expected. I had always known she could be critical in private, but to humiliate me in front of friends, people I barely knew, some I had just met, felt like a betrayal I couldn't forgive. I opened my mouth, wanting to defend myself, to fight back, but nothing came out. Every word I imagined seemed weak compared to the weight of the embarrassment. Clara's smirk made my blood boil, but I realized that anger wouldn't solve anything. So I did the only thing I could think of. I quietly excused myself. I left the apartment without announcing my departure. No dramatic exit, no confrontation. I just walked. The city streets were quiet, the cool night air brushing against my skin. Each step felt like reclaiming a little piece of myself I hadn't realized she had tried to take. I wandered for a while, collecting my thoughts. The pain of humiliation was there, yes, but beneath it, a stronger feeling emerged: clarity. I didn't deserve this. I didn't need someone in my life who would publicly shame me and diminish my confidence. By the time I returned home, my phone was buzzing with messages. Clara had texted multiple times, "Where did you go? Come back, don't be dramatic." I was joking, "Why are you overreacting?" I didn't reply. I didn't feel the need to. I realized that responding would only give her the chance to continue her behavior. The next day, I packed my things from her apartment. Photos, clothes, small mementos, I gathered them quietly and left them at her doorstep. I didn't call. I didn't explain. I didn't argue. I had made my decision. Respect for myself was more important than holding on to someone who clearly didn't value me. Over the next few weeks, I reflected on the relationship. There had been other signs, subtle criticisms, small comments meant to undermine my confidence, casual remarks that made me feel inadequate. I had ignored them, convinced myself they were minor flaws in an otherwise loving relationship. But that night, in front of everyone, it became undeniable. This wasn't love. It was control. It was disrespect. And I didn't need it. Friends reached out when they noticed my absence. They were curious, concerned, and supportive. I explained briefly that I had realized the relationship wasn't healthy for me and that I had chosen to leave. The relief I felt in speaking the truth was almost immediate. For the first time in months, I felt free. Months later, Clara tried to contact me again. She apologized for embarrassing me, claimed it was a joke, tried to re-enter my life. But I didn't respond. I had moved on. My self-worth no longer depended on her approval or acknowledgement. I had grown stronger, more confident, and more aware of what I deserved. That night, walking away quietly was the most powerful choice I had ever made. It wasn't about revenge. It wasn't about humiliation. It was about reclaiming my dignity and refusing to let someone else define my worth. I learned an important lesson. Love should never come at the cost of respect. Public shaming, even under the guise of humor or concern, is a red flag. True partners lift you up, celebrate you, and protect your confidence, never erode it. Looking back, I don't feel anger anymore. I feel gratitude for the clarity that moment gave me. It showed me that sometimes the strongest response isn't confrontation. It's walking away, quietly, deliberately, and choosing yourself. Today, I look at my life with renewed confidence. I focus on my goals, my growth, and the relationships that bring out the best in me. And every time I reflect on that night, I remember, The power of silence, the strength of self-respect, and the wisdom of disappearing from someone who doesn't value you.